I'm ready. Hey there, happy Thursday everyone. This is day whatever, episode 8 of Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen. Every day is Friday or every day is Sunday. You pick. You get to do whatever you want. We're going to make shepherd's pie out of some leftovers because Mary Fortuna in Traverse City posted on the show yesterday that she had roast pork and a bunch of veg and some gravy. And I was like, yeah, she had potatoes, so we're going to make shepherd's pie out of all of that. And I have corned beef with cabbage and potatoes left over from a couple nights ago that I'm going to make a shepherd's pie out of that because I don't have exactly the same things, but we're going to all walk through it together. First thing I did was make mashed potatoes off camera because it was time consuming, but I'll tell you what I did. Peeled potatoes, put them in boiling water. When they're done, you can pierce them with a knife like all the way to the middle really easily. That's how you know they're done. Took the pot off of the stove, drained out all the hot water, put it back on the stove, and you see a whole bunch of steam rising. Now you have potatoes in a dry pan. That heat is off, but the burners were still warm, and it helps all that steam leave the potatoes. This is going to give us nice, light, fluffy potatoes. I mashed them up, and a whole bunch of more steam got to leave the party. I wanted that to happen. Mashed them. Then I added 2 tablespoons of butter and about a quarter cup of heavy cream and a heavy pinch of salt, twice. 2 heavy pinches of salt. Mashed it around with a potato masher, and now I have potatoes ready for our shepherd's pie. Setting it aside.
And I have tested those potatoes, and I can vouch for the fact that they are indeed delicious potatoes.
They've been tested and approved by my director. So
This was the spoon that I used.
So, Mary has onion gravy and vegetables. She has enough to make a mirepoix, which is the carrot, celery, and onion. What I have here, the onion. And she has onion gravy and red wine. So I'm thinking, saute the mirepoix in the pan, deglaze it with the red wine, add the onion gravy to it, and that becomes the vegetable bottom of the shepherd's pie.
Are you going to explain to me what deglazing means?
Yep. I got a little bit of wine so that we can go over that.
Okay. It sounds fancy.
That's my little vegetable stock collection that I've been saving in the fridge.
Have you put your oven on preheat too?
Yep, 350.
Okay. So this is essentially what we could do is whatever vegetables plus an onion that we have.
Yep. Yeah, I'm throwing in some frozen peas because I always like shepherd's pie to have peas in there. I'm not even cooking the peas separately. I will throw them in when this is done sauteing. And this is the dish I'm going to bake the shepherd's pie in.
So I imagine even if you have like broccoli or cauliflower,
Yeah.
that would taste just fine. All you're looking for is a good vegetable
Right.
plus an onion.
Shepherd's pie is that's a lot of oil.
Oops, mistakes were made.
The stopper is stuck in the lid of the olive oil, not the bottom. All right.
So chef's gonna show you how you correct your mistakes.
Run some of this, coat the pan at least, and now we're gonna go, yeah, you live another day. That's good. We'll use that tomorrow. All right, back to the pan. Yeah, so shepherd's pie is a casserole made of leftovers, basically. It would have all the veg and some sauce on the bottom, or a binder, gravy, the meat, and then potatoes and cheese on top. I forgot to get cheese out of the fridge.
Okay, go get cheese.
All right, I'm getting cheese.
So, chef, if we wanted to do this the vegetarian way, instead of meat, could you use something like chickpeas?
Sure. Yeah. That'd be really good. You could make it with black beans.
Oh, that would be an interesting.
Yeah. You could definitely do like a Mexican version of shepherd's pie. I would throw in green peppers into the mix, maybe some red pepper, use a salsa as your binder, some black beans, potatoes, cheese. It's
Okay.
sounding really good. Okay.
And you're putting the onions and the vegetables in all at once.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter.
All at once.
With a reasonable amount of oil.
Very reasonable. I only used half the onion. So another route Mary could go with her pork and leftovers, she has flour and butter and milk. We did a roux the other day with the flour and butter and then added milk to it. She could make a roux first and then add her vegetables and gravy to that. But I like the wine idea. I don't know. That would be me. Both would probably be really delicious. The roux one would be a little bit creamier.
And heavier, I imagine.
Yes. A little bit.
So it depends on what flavor of comfort you want. Do you want Mama's Special Juice?
Speaking of Mama Special Juice, I knew something was missing.
What are we drinking today?
Two Hearted. I'm still on Two Hearted. I mean,
Okay.
not that that's a bad thing. I'm just glad it's there. I'm
All right.
glad it's there.
And is this wine a particular kind of wine for this, or it's just whatever white wine that you have?
I'm going to deglaze this with a Chardonnay because I think a red wine would be too strange for corned beef. I had this open and I'm just doing this to demonstrate what we mean by deglazing a pan.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be putting new wine in this at all. It's not necessary, not required. Just going to do a little thing. So I got t-shirts up, y'all. And there's a Cafe Press Shop.
So this was the T-shirt
Working.
that you wore yesterday that
Yeah.
one of your readers made the logo
My
for?
super cool logo. I know, right?
So it wouldn't be this T-shirt.
No, yours would not be drawn with a Sharpie. It would be printed professionally by these people we call professionals. Which,
I think we have the link out on the Facebook page. I'm not such a T-shirt wearer, but I like the mug. I thought the mug was funny.
cool. I think
And then
if
I
you-
noticed there was also like a bib for a baby.
I was going to say, if any babies out there sporting the Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen bib is a cool baby in my book.
I like this as a way to reuse the everything that you did on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Oh, I always loved St. Patrick's Day growing up because my mom always did the corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes. But it was the couple of days after that we had corned beef hash.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
All right.
That super fried crispy bottom. That's what I wanted. It made putting up with a boiled dinner that much nicer.
I don't know. I'm Irish. I never had a problem with boiled dinner.
Cook faster.
What the hell else do we have to do?
I have to clean that up later. We have our potatoes, we have the cheese, we have our peas here. I shredded up my corned beef. This is looking really good
Okay.
as far as, yeah.
Do you want me to pause it until you're ready to assemble?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
See you in a minute.